Hello students. So today we'll continue lesson 6, computer networking. So today we'll study the topic microwave. This microwave is a wireless communication technology, and it uses the high frequency beams of the radio waves to provide the high speed signal transmission that can send and receive voices, video and data information. So you can also see that the all the towers nearby you, all that generates the microwave signals. So they generates also microwave signals, means they transmit the microwave signals and they receive the microwave signals. So all the mobile telecommunication technology uses the microwave microwaves. So the transmission is very fast, but is limited to the line of sight transmission, in which signals travel in a straight line with no obstructions between the microwave antennas. If there will be any obstructions, so the signal will be reflected. So microwave signals are used for both satellite and ground-based communication. Many TV and telephone communication in the world are transmitted over long distances using microwave signals. So microwave signals are widely used in the radar technology. So in the radar technology, microwave signal is also used to, like in the warfare also you can see the one country uses this technology to identify the fighter jets of the another country, whether they are uh, entering in their territorial region or not. So these microwave signals radars identify the aircrafts. Radio wave. This radio wave is also a wireless transmission medium, and it distributes the radio signals through the air. So radio wave uses the radio, by the name itself it is clear that this transmission medium uses the radio wave. Radio waves are widely used as the signals on radio communication. A transmitter is used to send the broadcast signal and a receiver is needed to accept the signal. So radio waves have a lower frequency and longer wavelength. Radio waves can have a frequency range from 300 gigahertz to as low as 30 hertz. This radio wave is used for the short distance communication medium. So the radio waves is also comes under the category of the wireless technology. It is also a wireless transmission medium. Radio waves we are using, as you see, in the television or over the radios. So every TV tower in the cities receives the signals, receives the radio waves from the satellite, and this radio waves is also received by the antenna of the TVs. So a transmitter is used to broadcast this radio wave signals. So every tower at means at the base station of the TV tower there is a transmitter, and that transmitter transmits that radio waves, broadcast that radio waves to all around the region of the tower. And the receiver is needed to accept the signals. So radio waves have a lower frequency, as we have studied that this has a lower frequency, and the range of the radio frequency, that is the 300 gigahertz to 30 gigahertz. Coaxial cable that was invented by the Oliver Hafstad in 1880. So the actual protocols of the TCP/IP model are the collectively called the Internet Protocol Suite. This TCP is for the Transmission Control Protocol and IP is for the Internet Protocol. So whatever the packets we are exchanging over the Internet, so that are exchanged with the help of this protocol. This was designed by the IETF Internet Engineering Task Force. Next is the Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a communication technology that uses a low power radio waves. This Bluetooth is also using the radio waves to connect the electronic devices wirelessly. It allows the users to talk and share information like voice, music, and videos. Now, it establishes a short range communication between the phones. You can connect your phone, or you can transmit the data, you can transmit the file from your one phone to the other phone, but that phone should be in the short range. You can transmit the data from one phone to the computers or from one computer to the other computers and any other network devices. It is mainly used for the personal area network with a transmission range of 10 meters or 240 meters, not more than that, depending on the Bluetooth version. All the Bluetooth is not supporting this 240-meter distance. This depends upon the version of the Bluetooth. So the technology eliminates the use of the cables and adapters and uses wireless services. So the presence of the Bluetooth icon indicates that the device is enabled with the Bluetooth. If your device has a Bluetooth, so there you will find this icon in your device. Next, you can see the Hypertext Transfer Protocol, secure HTTPS. This is the secure version of the HTTP. So the packets exchange over the internet in the form of the with the help of the protocol HTTP. This protocol over which the data is sent between your browser and the website. If you want to send the request to any website, so use with the help of the browser you will send the HTTP request. Here all communication between browser and the websites are encrypted. Next is the infrared technology. Infrared technology is a short range communication technology that covers approximately 5 meters of distance. It is used to exchange the information between computers, cellular telephones, and faxes by emitting the infrared waves through infrared LEDs. So these waves are generated with help of this light emitting diodes that is called the infrared LEDs, and this infrared communication can take place between the two devices at a time, not more than two. Infrared network signals cannot penetrate walls or other obstructions and work only in a direct line of sight. If there is any wall between the signals, so that signals cannot penetrate the walls, you cannot have a communication with the help of this infrared. So the range of this is the 5 meters of distance, and within this distance there should not be any obstruction. It should be a clear distance. Infrared network signals cannot penetrate walls or other obstructions and work in a direct line of sight. These waves or signals are focused into a narrow beam through a plastic lens, which is further converted into electric signals by the receiver. So the remote control is the common example of the infrared communication as you are using at your home. So if you put any obstruction between the setup box and the remote, so you'll not be uh, able to change the channel that you can do at your home. Next is the C. The file transfer protocol was designed by Abhay Bhushan and it is published in 1971. This protocol was designed by the Indian engineer, that is the Abhay Bhushan. Wi-Fi. This Wi-Fi stands for the wireless fidelity. It creates a wireless local area network. It's also called WLAN that uses the radio waves. It also uses the radio waves to send the information. Secure, reliable, and fast wireless connection established between the electronic devices and the internet by using this technology. So these devices require a wireless adapter connected to them to capture the Wi-Fi signal. So a wireless adapter is needed, and that wireless adapter captures this Wi-Fi signals, means Wi-Fi waves, that is the radio waves. Wi-Fi offers the following advantage. What are the advantages of the Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi replaces the wired medium completely and can be used to connect the internet anywhere at any time. So this Wi-Fi is majorly used in the industry or in the university or at the railway stations to distribute the internet connection. So it is relatively inexpensive and can also be accessed at places where cables cannot be installed. So in that places like it can be used. So Wi-Fi is also used at the big ships which are moving over the seas and oceans. One can connect the multiple devices through Wi-Fi. There are some limitations also of this Wi-Fi. It has a high power consumption. Yes, it is slower than the wired medium. The data transmission rate is very slow in comparison to the cable. The transmission breaks or slows down when there is a noise interference. If the weather is not good, if there is any interference, noise in the atmosphere, so the transmission will be break down or slow down. Okay. So this is all for the today, students. In the next class, we'll study about the network protocols, that is the TCP and IP protocol or HTTP protocol. So this we will study in the next class. So this is all for today. Thank you for your kind attention.